for whom none other than my Clarityempress collective. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. I hope everyone is doing well. And when you like, share, and subscribe, make sure you ring that bell that says all so you are notified every time I come on. I'm usually on, or usually at 9:30 p.m. unless I have family obligations. Otherwise, I am here on a regular basis, live and direct. So we get ready to get started. So yeah, the downloaded song, thanks to Cuzzo, is Incomplete by Sisqo. And Sisqo said, oh, I gotta send it to my moderator in case she's up. Hold on, y'all. I won't let me. Hey, girl. So the downloaded song, thanks to Cuzzo, is Incomplete by Sisqo. And I had to unpack these lyrics because that's the kind of energy we had. Some people feel incomplete. Meaning, this is why you feel their energy. They feel incomplete. But you don't have to. Hence, never be somebody's option. If you are, then move along. You know what I'm saying? Move around. Just move. Don't stay around trying to be anybody's option. Don't sit and wonder why you, why not you. Just move on. Move around. All right. Thanks for coming to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button for me while you're here. Thank you. You too, Imani. Hit that like button, girl. All right, we get ready to get it cracking. Let me nope, I'm not letting you in. Nope. I promise you I'm not, little girl. Can't do it. Cannot do it. What's up, Black Cherry? You still up? I was trying to type join us if you're still up, but he wouldn't let me, so I just had to send it. I know you tired. Folks had a long day. We had a long day. I saw a lot of family today, including my dad, y'all. Oh my God. I saw my father. He didn't know what to do. I was like, if you don't get up and hug your child while you see her, while you have the chance, okay. Oh, you know what? I don't use these Rebel cards, but since it's a late night, we're going to make it an effort Saturday with these Rebel cards. I don't get to use too often. Don't be getting mad. If you're on this live late, you should be an adult over the age of 18. Okay? So like I said, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to all so you are notified anytime I come on. All right, Spirit, what's the energy we working with tonight? Because we ain't nobody's option. Nobody's second choice. None of that. So what's going on, Spirit? You are the shut your front door. Okay. So listen, you're no one's option. You are the shh. It said, and don't forget it. Don't forget it. That means your self-worth should be through the roof. Why? You're nobody's option. I don't care how incomplete somebody feels. You're no one's option. Tell me more, Spirit. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is very important, y'all. And liking definitely helps the algorithm. I appreciate if you come. And I appreciate your views. That also is very helpful. But anything that you do is free. The view, the subscribe, and the like. That's all free in an energetic donation to the channel. So thus I appreciate it. And look at this. Oh, I'm gonna hide that word. It says you are given too many F's. Okay? Too many F's. Give zero. Give zero. Girl. So give zero F's. Okay? I'm going to need you to let go of the F's that you have in that bucket. You know what I'm saying? Just let them go. You don't need them anymore. That's what Spirit is saying. Let go of the F's that you got. Tell me more, Spirit. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that ish done. It said, if you're waiting for a sign, well, here it effing is. So if you holding back, not doing something you need to do, that's your sign. Get her done. Okay, get her done. Do what you need to do. Don't play around with your time. Don't be sitting around waiting on somebody to show up. Sitting in that waiting energy, waiting for them to do something you need to do. Do you. Go take care of your finances. Go take care of your, you know, your stability. Go take care of your heart. Go take care of yourself. Go take yourself on dates. You know what I'm saying? But go get it done. What are you waiting for? Give me more. You need a big effing hug. Aw. Squeeze. You need a big hug. Go ahead and squeeze yourself. Hug. And this here's an energetic hug from me. Because guess what? Sometimes we need touch. Honestly, sometimes that's the hard thing when you feel lonely. Your person feels lonely. Spirit said that. Before I pulled up the live, I heard they feel lonely. But, right? And the problem is the communication, the F's they want you to give. They want you to care more for them than they care about themselves. But you need to worry about yourself. That's it. That's it. That's it. And that's all. Okay? You need a big effing hug. So give yourself a hug. And if you can't, if it's not just a hug from you and you seeking love and connection, find your tribe. Hug your friend and they will hug you back. And sometimes that's all you need. And it says shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. So this the energy your person is in. And shame, regret, and bullshit because they tried to make you an option. Spirit said forgive and let that shit go. This is where they need to be. They need to forgive themselves, one. Okay. You need to stop giving F's and you need to go focus on yourself and get it done. Part of Spirit said part of what they need to get done is to go get some for some of that forgiveness. Bottom of the deck, winning, or I should say top of the deck was winning. It says you got a good thing going. Don't ruin that ish. And you know how you would ruin that? Waiting on somebody to show up, waiting on somebody to be different, waiting on somebody to choose you. I get my collectives not pick me energy, right? I don't get that, y'all. Pick me energy. So I don't feel like you just feel like this person is, but we talked the other night about somebody thinking that you are, I'm trying to fix my mic, y'all. Please forgive me. Um, some people have this energy of waiting in the 5D, right? That you pick up on. You end up feeling like you can't explain. It's not making sense to you. What y'all waiting for? Why don't they take a chance? Well, they're in shame, regret, and guilt. And all of that is bullshit. It's a barrier. It's a blockage. They feel like a victim. But that's a perception. That's a mindset. Say. All right, so let's unpack the song lyrics. It says bright lights, fancy restaurants, everything in the world that a man could want. I got a bank account bigger than the law should allow. Still, I'm lonely now. Pretty faces from the covers of a magazine, from their covers to my covers, want to lay with me. Fame and fortune still can't find. Just a grown man running out of time. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women, all of the expensive cars, all of the money don't amount to you. So I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. And then he repeats that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. So whomever your person is feeling very incomplete without you. But they are out in the world pretending to everybody. They wear a mask and they wear it well. Life is just great. The money is just flowing. The people love them, They getting all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the social media boost. At least that's what they would like to perceive. Spirit said, no, they're not. No, they're not. Like, if you look, let's put it this way. Let's just say you stumbled on this person and they trying to do their best on a public note to act like um, they're doing fine without you. But you look at their social media numbers, the math ain't mathing. They don't sound like, they don't look like they got a crowd of people around them. They just got the same old people doing the same old likes, just out obligatory support. Nothing's growing in their life, not even their public persona. You know what I'm saying? And this person would prefer you to believe that they are the catch. And we talked about that. Now, I keep saying last night. I want to say last night, but the night before. They want you to believe, for some reason, you to believe that they're good. They don't need you. You know, there's nothing that they need from you, that they straight, they got everything under control, and they're lonely as fuck. Your person is they put the L in lonely, okay? They are lonely as fuck. So your person, they got a lot of growing up to do, a lot of maturing, because that kind of attitude, thinking that you're gonna pretend your life to a degree. We're supposed to manifest by pretend in certain ways, but you can't pretend you don't love who you love. You can't pretend you don't want who you want. It don't matter how much you try to distract yourself, you will always come back to that energy. But this is a person in shame, regret, and guilt. I couldn't have picked a better card the spirit gave me to describe what is going on in this situation. All right. So, but spirit said overall energy is you're winning. So guess what? Don't ruin that shit. You got a good thing going. So maybe the separation between you and your person has been good for you, right? So take that win and win. Like they say, I'm sorry, rejection is God's protection, right? Well, sometimes the loss sits with us a lot longer. We be in that five of pentacles, five of cups energy, thinking that all is lost when we got relieved. Like, you lost a job and you sitting there thinking, damn, man, I really needed that job. And you might have. You might have needed the money. But what you didn't know down the line was management was going to shift, or the company was being bought, sold, and people were going to get laid off. No sooner as you got the job, you was going to keep it anyway. So them letting you go or not hiring you, either way, freed you up for other opportunities that ended up being better. But a lot of times people sit in that shame, regret, and guilt energy, whether you got control issues or not. You just sit in that energy thinking, woe is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm without. What spirit is preparing you for what is something, what's better, what you need, what was for you, what was meant to be, what was divine. So you can take that how it resonates, but a lot of times that's what it is. All right, we're going back to the song. So it says, listen, your perfume, your sexy lingerie, girl, I remember like it was just like it was on yesterday. Excuse me. A Thursday, you told me you had fallen in love. I wasn't sure I was. It's been a year, winter, summer, spring, and fall. But being without you just ain't living at all. If I could travel back in time, I'd relive the days you were mine. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women, all of the expensive cars, all the money don't amount to you. I can't make believe I have everything, but I can pretend that I don't see that without you, girl. I'm sorry, I can't pretend that I don't see that without. Oh, you know what? Spirit made me read that over, corrected me, and said, this person can't pretend no more. So if you got a person that's over there trying to front like, they good, 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 no, they can't even front no more. So even if you don't see it, whoever they with see it. Whoever they with knows it. Last breath, last breath, love. Okay, breathe, love. Hi. Whoever this is cannot unsee what they see. They can't pretend that they don't love you. They are struggling under that lonely feeling because, when you don't have the one that you actually love in connection with you, it's a very isolating feeling, right? You feel like no one else gets you. You long for the person that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? And so some people they realize that a bit too late, but their life is incomplete. This is how they feel. Yep, this is how they feel. Hold on, y'all. We get ready to get back to the lyrics. Hold on. All right. Oh no, I'll turn that down. Okay. So, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so where is it? Where is it? Okay, let's go back to the lyrics. So, even though it seems I have everything, back to the hook. I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women, all the expensive cars, all of the money don't amount to you. I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. That without you, girl. So this person's saying, I just can't help loving you, but I loved you much too late. I give anything and everything to hear you say that you'll stay. Remember I said don't wait around for nobody. So this person does. They do want to return, but they want to hear you say that you'll stay. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't want to be a lonely fool. All women, blah blah blah. So it kind of goes on, but they kind of repeat over and over again that even though it seems they have everything. So this person is saying several times, through this channel message too, that they wear a mask over and over again. They wear a mask. Even though you look at me and you see something else, my life really is incomplete. This is hi, yes, tarot and oracle. So you're gonna see both on this channel, Ed Rosales. So, it says, all of the money don't amount to you. I can make believe I have everything. Oh, so this person really is in their head. Wow. So when we talked, Imani and I, and she said this song, and that shit was an instant download. That you got to use that song. I didn't really unpack all these lyrics. My sister's a huge Sisqo fan. Of course, I've sang this song a billion times, but it don't resonate with me for any reason because I am not without anybody I don't love. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I don't love, but I don't have regrets. Okay, there may be people in my past that I love, but I'm with the one I'm supposed to love, and anybody else, there's no regrets for me personally. So this don't resonate. I wouldn't have known these lyrics unless I open it up. And I love looking at lyrics and unpacking them when I hear a download a song. So I gotta share this with you because you got a pretender, y'all. Y'all got somebody. Is she breaking up for y'all or is it just me? Uh-oh, am I breaking up? Black Cherry, can you hear me? Imani, can you hear me? Let me know. Choppy, yes. Here we go. You hear her just fine? Huh. Okay. Hmm. Thank you. Let me see. Check your connection. I'm gonna check mine. Try this next mic. It's better now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. So, like I said, you gotta pretend there's somebody that don't want and the reason why a person would be pretend in your energy about you, about their life, because the pride, the ego, again, the shame and regret and the guilt. Some people can't get past it. And y'all, if you listen to my last reading that was on, hey Queen Soul, how you doing? Um, if you listen to the last message I recorded on Thursday night, um, I played some recording of a man speaking, and he talked about a masculine that hides behind their control issues. That no matter how much they love you or care about you or what they think about you, they can't get past their shame, regret, and their guilt. They can't get past their control issue because they feel like being vulnerable and loving you is going to hurt too much. So they stand on that. And this is what the woman or the feminine energy did in this particular song was she pulled her energy back, she left. And he wants to hear her say that she'll stay. But what would she stay for if he's going to keep pretending, right? Nothing in the song said, I'm going to change for you. He just says, my life is incomplete without you. You understand? So this right here does not speak. What's tourmaline for? Huh? We're not, listen, we're not talking about tourmaline right now. That's the wrong channel. Um, so is somebody talking about that I missed? No. So anyway, he's not saying anything about I want to be different. It's just I don't want to be a lonely fool. But he already a lonely fool. If none of that other stuff amounts to you, what changes? Nothing in the song says I will change. It just says I make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. So that leaves divine feminine back at square one or no one, put it this way, at no one, right? Because what is there to do for the divine feminine? Absolutely nothing. Continue to do what she's been doing. Why? Because Spirit says she's winning. Winning. You do a good, you got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit, right? So that's the best thing that the divine femme can do is keep on working on herself, not concerning herself with somebody who's only worried about the fact that she's moved on. And honestly, it's interesting that a couple songs that we've unpacked here, when I look at the lyrics, there's never anything about what the person's going to do different. Just, I wish you didn't leave me. Never anything more than I wish you didn't leave me. Oh, public service announcement. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring the bell every time I come on. And thank you for coming. I appreciate you. If this is your first time coming, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. And if this is your first time, welcome to the family here. All right, because in the spiritual lounge with Clarityempress, you are in the family. All right. So anyway, all I hear in this song, I don't see no change, just them pretending and wearing a mask. And what the man said in that video that I played for y'all was that basically that's a man that wants to be the prize. They want you to be subject to them. This is also a person in this particular song that realized who you were too late, meaning you had already moved on, you've already let go. Now many of y'all, many, not everybody wants to move on to love. Meaning, like Coco Jones said, I want to love another person. Why can't I love another person? Because that person in her song would always come back. Y'all know the song. I can't think of the name, but always come back just when she's about to heal, just when she's getting ready to move on. Right Now, Sisqo ain't say he was going to do a damn thing, but my point is, a lot of times these R&B songs that are really downloads, somebody wrote these songs with their heart fully in it, still does not express how the person would change. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have those lyrics, but the ones we've unpacked so far are showing no significant difference, which tells me, for the sake of the divine feminine, that you are winning by moving on. So if you needed a cheerleader to keep saying, you keep going with your self-worth, I'm your girl. Where's my pom-poms? Okay, I don't have a pom-pom. So I'm going to wave my other mic and say, see, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Why? Because you could do the damn thing without this person in your life that is not going to show you the respect that you need and or require. They would rather pretend because they worry about what other people think. That's why they're in shame, regret, and guilt. So tell me more about spirit, this situation for this person. Oh, my car's upside down. Sorry. So this person was brainwashed by karmics with material wealth, but it was all a lie and they feel stuck. So this is basically saying, I feel lonely. Hi, Stacy Cruz. How are you? So they feel lonely and stuck. They listen to the karmics in their life, talk to them about the material wealth. What he say in that song? All of the women, all the expensive cars, all the money don't amount to you. So whomever, they talked about their bank account was bigger than the law should allow. This person thought they was winning with over there, wherever they are with the karmics. They thought they were gonna win. Tell me more, spirit. I keep trying to find you and others, but it don't work. I only want you. This person is lonely. Okay? They keep looking at everybody thinking that they're going to have another you, and that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They will never replace your, I don't care how close they get. You know how many men, I'm starting to figure it out, listening to celebrity news and stuff. There's a lot of these celebrities, which are a reflection of regular people, right? Um, that have a type. Sometimes the type is they like the woman that looks like their mother, and so they find a woman like her. Or they find a woman like their first love, right? She looks like, they don't find any different. Something what they said about Timberland was that um he was in love with Aaliyah but couldn't have her. So every woman that he has ever been with since her passing has been a variation of her if you look at her, like the way she looks. I can't speak to the personality. I wasn't friends with none of these people. But my point is, if people are noticing that, you know what I'm saying? This person has a type. And this person is trying to find what they think you are like in the other people. Meanwhile, trying to pretend that they're not lonely. It don't work like that. Tell me more, spirit. It says, is that what it felt like when I walked away from you? Oh no, I gotta fix that. So yeah, this person was, like I said, trying to get you to wait on them. And now they feel like they waiting on you to come tell them that you're going to stay. Okay. So take it how I resonate, but I feel like this person is like, damn, that hurt. You moved on and it hurt. Mind you, this person, excuse me, was dipping and dabbing with other people, ignoring you, walking away from you. Laying down what he said, from cover to my covers, wanting to lay with me. Fame and fortune still can't find. Just a grown man running out of time. Right? So this person is worried about the fact that they're getting old without their true love. And they should be concerned. They need to keep waiting on Jesus. Yep. Tell me more, spirit says, I'll always come back to you. Nothing and no one will keep me from you. Yeah, no one but you, collective. No one but you. You and your boundaries. Your self-worth is intact. So you're the only one to not give the F's And you don't have to worry. As long as your boundaries are intact, this person could come back to you all they want. Nothing has changed. Says you need a big effing hug. Yeah, well, they need to go get that hug. Because I'm pretty sure that you're moving on. All right. They want to come back to you. They want you to feel like, yeah, wait for me because I'm going to always come back to you. But you're not their option. Even if you were at any point in time, you're no longer and haven't been in quite some time their option. So all that, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to get back to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here playing these games with expensive cars and girls and money and all that crap. hmm Meanwhile, they're incomplete because they trying to fill a gaping hole in their chest and can't fill it because the missing puzzle piece is you. But this is somebody who learned a little too late. Tick tock, divine timing, whatever you want to call it. You moved on, and your ancestors, spirit guides, have directed you to move on. It says, "You have my whole heart, and I can't wait to tell you." Once again, that key word right there is wait. This person was like, "Oh, I can't wait to talk to you," but they're still waiting. That's the point. This person is sitting in a waiting energy. This person is sitting in waiting energy for you to return. Like they are the Empress. And like I said, they are the prize. They think because their bank account or whatever they got going on, maybe they think they fly, maybe they think their package is nice. You know what I'm saying? So they figure you gonna come back to them before they ever come back to you. Made a whole did it. At bottom of the deck. My stubbornness is holding me back from so much of my life, including you. Okay, there it is. They stubborn, stuck in their ego, pride, all of that. They feel like they got a lot of options, but they don't want to be a player anymore. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to get them anywhere, especially with you. Not my collective energy. Why? Because you're not waiting on nobody. This person is waiting on you, and you're not waiting on them. So guess what? That's what we call a standoff, right? Because guess who ain't moving? You. They ain't moving either. And so y'all have a stalemate. Somebody can't make up their mind what action they need to take because they so worried about vulnerability. God forbid you hurt them, but God forbid, you know what I'm saying, you do not welcome them back into your fold. You know what I'm saying? And you would be right to not do that. Why? Because so they could what? Choose all them people ahead of you again? Choose that wealth and that pride and ego all of a sudden could take over. You cannot just let somebody back into your life. No. And they said it's been a winter, summer, spring, and fall, so a full calendar year or more that you ain't fooling with this person, and this person is sitting there like in regret, wondering what's up with you. Change is good to move forward. All the best. Exactly. Ooh, y'all. Mm. Keys ain't ish in the background. Ah. Yup. Nope. All right, Spirit, give me a message. Yeah, that's all that is ego. A man, let me see. The vow and oh my God, what is her name? Kadeem. Now there are a couple on social media that has like 4 or 5 boys. I don't remember how many. I lost track. I think it's 4, but whatever. They've been together for some years. I think straight out of college, um, or high school. I don't know. Um, they love each other genuinely. I feel, the energy seems genuine to me, and they talk about love now. And he's like, I open a door for my wife. I take care of my wife. You know what I mean? I do things that I know make me feel like I'm caring for her. And now for there's people that have a problem with that. Oh, you simping, or you doing too much, blah blah blah. He said, well, that speaks more volumes about them versus her. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with her. I do what I do for my spouse because I love her, is what he said. And uh there's an issue when you have somebody that wants you but can't do a thing for you. Because not because they're not capable, they're very capable, but unwilling, don't have consideration. You know what I'm saying? And he's basically saying, I have consideration for my wife. So I'm going to do the things that she needs, right? And you can only respect that for a person. And though she will reciprocate that for him, she is considerate of him as well. And that's what's lacking in a relationship, like when somebody does not appreciate you and they will let you in, blow in the wind because they got money now, they got a big bank account, or they got big opportunities, and you know what I'm saying, they can't be bothered with somebody because you're not important until you moved on, and now for some reason you have become important. For me, it's like, and I feel like y'all feel the same way. But no, I wasn't important then. I can't be that important now. So keep it moving. Keep doing what you've been doing. Uh-oh. Keep doing what you're doing. I done dropped, let me see, too many. So, okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. He don't love her or he wouldn't have cheated on her. Nope. Absolutely not. Can y'all hear me again? Okay, good. Thank you. I dropped the mic, pressed the button. I don't know what the hell just happened. Um, thank you. So yeah, that's the thing. People, but they love themselves, and then they love what you do for them. Be careful with individuals that show you that. I don't care what they tell you. They could tell you all the right things. They could tell you all the, you know what I'm saying? I'm a different person now. I love you. I miss you. You are the one, blah, 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 right? But what they show you is that you don't mind it, and I mean, how do you say, they don't mind and you don't matter. That's what my girlfriend used to say all the time. You don't mind. I'm sorry, yeah, they don't mind and they don't matter. I forgot, it's a different way she used to put that, but basically she's saying that this person don't pay you no mind. You don't matter to that person. Pay attention to what they show you. Okay, because people like this whole song is about him wearing a mask and pretending this and pretending that. This person will pretend to whatever degree to get whatever they want from you, as well as all the other people in their lives. We were we were mm. And now he engaged, giving somebody else something but pretending he all right. He was probably just searching for you and somebody else and can't get it. It damn sure ain't what you say, how you move. Right. You cannot, when a person starts to heal and they know they start to learn their worth, you can't just convince somebody, oh, I'm different, by saying I'm different. What is different? Your circumstances, 9 times out of 10, nothing about their circumstances have changed. Where they work, where they eat, how they live, none of that. Nope. Yep. And a lot of times, like it, and if the person is so egotistical, so prideful, they go find what they call as a new supply, treat them what looks like better than they treat you. But a person like this, he's wearing a mask this entire song. So you think that he not wearing a mask with her and her and her and her? I don't care who they engage. They still wearing a mask because their personality, their core, who they are to the root, ain't no different. Ain't no different. Trust and believe. You would know. You would know. Tell me more, Spirit. All right. Oh, one at a time. Up, Ten of Swords, them. The karmic brainwashed them to keep control. The karmic also stabbed this person in the back. Spirit said they are completely betrayed by the karmics in their life. This is why they kept looking for you and them, because you were loyal. You were honest. You were true. You were not the karmics. And this person got played by every last one of them. Hence why you see all the birds here. Ten of Swords. Every sword that could be thrown in that person's back because of the way they behaved, they got it. You know, they got it because it was karmic. It was lessons. It was deserved. It was justice. Not because you willed it or you wanted it, because they got what they deserve, because this is called the law of reciprocity, right? It's a divine law that you get what you give. You know what I'm saying? You, whatever you sow or whatever you is what you reap. This person is getting karma right now as we speaking. Yes, a placeholder. Listen, I never go. I never thought I heard somebody say it, but this one said to me, "Oh, I married her because I was waiting on you," and I'm like, "What? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way." And the woman has my birthday. I said, "Ain't no way you was waiting on me. I had no kind of interest in you like that. No way you could have been waiting on me, and you didn't pursue me." I would have told him no anyway, but what? Yuck, yuck. No, tell me more, Spirit. Yes, and this person is, they are moody as hell. Or they keep trying to find you and others, but it don't work. They only want you. This person wants to make an offer to you now, but that's only because they've been betrayed by all those other people. When they thought, they thought you was an option. They put you on the shelf. They figure, okay, they'll just be right there waiting on me, and then I can go act a fool with all these people. I could go have my freedom in the way I want to have it. I could just be a straight 304. Nobody gonna stop me because I'm not committed to anybody. This is somebody that wouldn't make a commitment to you. Now they like, shit, all these people that stabbed me in my back, played in my face, you know what I'm saying, told me this, told me that, and don't have a loving bone in their body, played in my mind, all of that stuff. Had me hooked thinking I was gonna have all the riches or all of this and all of that, only for them to take and hurt me. You know what? I think I need to go make me an offer to the collective, because the collective wouldn't have never done this to me. Mind you, they went back to that shelf that they thought they put you on and you weren't there. Now they like, wait, wait, wait. My life is incomplete. Where's my person? I put them right here. You know what I'm saying? I put them, they should be, where are they? They not here. Let me tell you something. It absolutely don't define who you are right now. We all went back to something that we didn't need. And that's part of the journey, to learn the lesson until you've learned the lesson, right? To experience the lesson, put it that way, until you've learned the lesson. Once you've learned the lesson, you become liberated, because now you can be unbothered. Now, you know what I'm saying? You can give no F's. You get what I'm saying? That's how you learn. You got to experience it until you actually learn. So nobody, somebody could experience it one time, somebody could experience it 50 times. Once they learn the lesson, there's not anything that's going to turn them back, because that means they learned the lesson. But if they turn back, that means there's something else you ain't done learning. I believe that. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, and that's the problem, the energy pull. They pull on your energy in the 3D because they're trying to draw you. They think about you constantly. Because also, none of the people in their cipher, whoever they're around, None of them add up to you. They could have 5 of those people and they would never, you know what I'm saying, pile up to your toenail. Okay? Starting from the bottom up. They could not. This person realized what they experienced with you after they went and got played. And so they pull on your energy, hoping that you also. Here's the other thing. Sometimes they pull on your energy, wanting you to continue to tolerate the foolishness that they still do. So it's not they pull on your energy and they want you all to themselves. Because I'm not getting that either with this song. But what I am getting is that somebody could be pulling on your energy, hoping that you will continue the cycle with them. You will do it again and again and again and again, right? Hoping that you don't get tired of doing it again, because this person is in a cycle with others, showing off for others, trying to, you know what I'm saying, impress others. They don't know how to impress them damn self. So this person right now, the way you are, the way you're set up with your boundaries, they feel out in the cold, as they should. They had the key right here. But this person rather be in victimhood, act like they don't see the key right there that they could use to open that door. So since they want to sit here, you have locked that door, probably added a couple locks on the other side, padlocked that bitch, and said F you, and you could stay outside with the dogs. Hmm. You can stay outside, you can stay sad. You go live your life however you do. They said they don't want to be a lonely fool, but it's too late for that. They got the fool part down pat. Take it how it resonate. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me more, spirit. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. Tell me more, spirit. 10 of Wands, yes. You know, this person felt like when I come back, I'm just gonna bring everything with me. I'm just gonna pack it all up and show up. But this isn't a challenge in a lesson position in my spread, this particular spread. So this tells me that uh one, it's been a long journey for this person to come to their senses, for one. And two, it's been a long journey for you to release them. So there's no matter how I see it, it's a stalemate, because you have your boundaries, your self-worth intact, and this person is floating in the wind, dealing with a bunch of people that don't mean anything to them. And it's a burden. It's also what's also a burden is to get past the pride and ego. That's a huge thing. To actually come forward with the change. Not the apology. They got the words. They got the words, Knight of Cups. They know everything to say. They know what the optics should look like too. This person probably got crocodile tears if they don't mean what they're saying. All I know is they learn how to wear the mask, but they don't have the consistency. That takes work. That takes effort. 10 of Wands. This person don't like work and effort. They want you to show up and give them your work and your effort. I hear Spirit say, not my collective. Tell me more, Spirit. I know you effing lying. You know what I'm saying? Not going to happen here. Tell me more, Spirit. Mm. But their life is incomplete. And there you have it. Tell me more. I just can't help loving you, but I love you much too late. Yeah, he said in the song that she said, I love you. And he was like, I wasn't sure. Don't nobody want anybody that's unsure of them. I know if you don't know who I am to you, leave me the hell alone. Don't talk to me. Don't talk. You don't. You can't diminish me in your mind and think I'm gonna stay around and hang out on a shelf for you. You diminish me in your mind. You told yourself I'm not that important. Really? Okay. That's what, because my self-worth is intact. You know what I'm saying? I've been beat up before emotionally enough to know, no thank you. Oh my gosh, come on now. Ooh, this hitting them hard. This is the tower, y'all. Ooh. So they You have my whole heart, and I can't wait to tell you. This person had an epiphany from that backstabbing that they got. They had a whole epiphany about you, like, that's my person. Like, what was I thinking? Ooh, what was I doing? You know what I'm saying? He won't come back after what I say. He's a coward. Yeah, he a jelly back. He ain't got no spine. I would give a fuck. Let me tell you something. If I hurt somebody I love, I'm going to make an effort because I love them. Oh shit, I'm dropping my mic. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm gonna make an effort. Like nobody's just gonna, you ain't gonna turn me away. Nah, baby, baby, please. And I ain't crying no crocodile tears. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna prove it. And I'm gonna be consistent. Like if you was to lose trust with me and I loved you, well, it's hard for me to put myself in that position, all mainly because I ain't done nobody dirty like that. But my point is, I would not ever want to lose trust with somebody without putting in the effort. I could not imagine allowing somebody I love that I did dirty in some kind of way walk away from me and me sit there in my head the rest of my life thinking, damn, my life is incomplete because I fucked that up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm bottom of the deck. I almost shuffled. Hold on. Ooh, now I'm gonna tell you, judgment in reverse spirit gives me that as a irreconcilable differences. This says also the little card, the download card says my stubbornness is holding me back from so much in my life, including you. Y'all have irreconcilable differences. And you know what Spirit said? And that's okay. It is. It's okay. Because don't nobody need nobody in their life who can't get past their own pride and ego, their shame, regret, and guilt, and stubbornness. Then stay stubborn and stay lonely. Because those who are winning, who have their self-worth intact, ain't got time to coddle your ego. Ain't got time to play those cyclic games with you and keep doing the same thing. Ain't nobody searching. Ain't nobody trying to give you more of whatever they gave you before because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So this person is getting what they deserve. And they may not like it, but they really don't have an option. They don't have a choice. Mm. He did that. And that's where I see y'all leaving them. This judgment in reverse. When I see a reconcilable difference, it gives divorce energy. It gives like ain't no coming back from that. We're not trying again. You did everything you could do to me. Listen, if he was looking at all these other women and they getting in his bed, right? He might be coming up with STD, coming up with fleas, mites, all kind of shit, right? Who is laying down with that? Only women who don't have their self-esteem intact but want to pretend to everybody else they do. Because he's paying for vacations and he's paying for her ring. I never forget, my husband had a childhood best friend and we got married. So that us getting married was a shock. Why? To his people, because they didn't know, he had anybody. And then here I come. And then we next thing you know that we're planning a wedding, we get married. So his friend had this silly bet, I guess, prior to me coming in the picture, that him and the old girl, the high school sweetheart, where they would get married if he got married. Meaning they didn't know about me. They just know if he ever got married, we getting married. So here it is. Shortly after that, they get married. A couple years later, I don't know why I met up with her, but I met up with her and I was in her city, put it that way. So I rode with her to a cousin's house, and she was showing off the ring that she claimed he got her. I don't know why, and I never asked because it wasn't my business. But I know this guy did not give her that ring. I know that he didn't spend that kind of money. She could have said, I want an upgraded ring, give me a couple dollars toward it. And he did that. But this is not a bended knee type of dude. This man was a 304. Okay. When I say he's a 304, he done paid for a couple of abortions. Okay. And finally one got born. And he didn't let anybody know for like 4 years. And when 4 years popped up, she found out, then she finally divorced him. But she knew he was a 304 the entire time. She knew. You know what I'm saying? Cindy, read the comment. Imani said she just gave you. No, hair matches Mendingo. Right. So he was, when I say he was doing the most out there in them streets, he was doing the most. And the only way, only way, the only way he realized, well, put it this way, the only way she realized is once he had a child. But the thing is, that was where her self-worth was, y'all. I'm not talking to those people, but I'm telling you that's what happens. People who put up with this, trying to be the one. They are also worried about what other people think. So, but the thing is, not worried enough to worry about themselves. They had at least 3 kids together, and now he has a fourth child without her. And she's so bitter and angry, unfortunately, and not funny. I'm not laughing at her. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And all I kept saying is, well, what did you think was going to happen if he's what you said, an air mattress mandingo? If he's a 304 and always been a 304, what and you never, I can't say she never said, I don't know. But her foot wasn't put down. Okay. Her foot wasn't put down until she got that divorce, and she stuck with that. Now I don't know if he pleaded for her back and she didn't want it, but he stuck raising that child with the woman that he didn't want, because he don't want that woman. That's not what he wanted. He tolerating her because now she need a place to stay. So now he's stuck with the mama and the child. Now the child, he not, hey, he made the child, so that's the normal stuck. But now you stuck with the woman you made the child with and you don't even like her like that? That's crazy. This is the type of energy somebody on. They stuck with the karmic that they chose over you, that they felt was more valuable than you for some reason, that they may be codependent on. They're stuck with that person because of the choices that they made. They put you in a stalemate of perpetuity, because at this point there's nothing you want or need to do or want to do regarding this person. You could be in the same room with this person and them old feelings ain't coming up no more. So seeing them is not going to elicit something that they want from you. It's not going to elicit you to plead with them, to change, to be anything better. You could care less. Y'all could see each other in passing. You could say hello and goodbye. Guess what? Unbothered, with zero F's to give. This person would want to be your tower moment to trigger you, but they can't. Spirit said it's not going to happen. They don't have an offer good enough because nothing in their life has changed. Tell me more, Spirit. And I'm glad for you, Cindy, you did leave them behind. I'm glad you left that behind. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Justice. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. So this person received some major lesson in their life, some major experience and karma from the betrayal of other people with the Ten of Swords. So all that pretending they doing is not really hiding how they feel. And also, I will say this person is really They're struggling with the choice that they made, to where the others, the karmics in their life, or whomever they are with, can see that they're not happy. Like they can't even hide their misery about you in particular. And that's part of the justice of it all. That you play with somebody like a cat plays with their prey, and you don't believe that they're going to escape. How many times did Tom and Jerry go after each other, and guess what? Jerry got away every time. Every time. Why? Because Tom was not quicker than that. Tom was not as smart as he thought he was. He couldn't set Jerry up enough. Hmm. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this offer. Oh, okay. So this person, okay. So this is a person you gotta be careful with. They are very smart, and they will set a trap for you if you allow them. You know what I mean? Like this person will put on all the charm, will not hold anything back. They will pretend to be vulnerable. They will tell you their deepest, or what it appears to be the deepest. They're gonna always hold something back. Five of Swords is cunning, ambitious type energy, known for deceit. This person will lie to you to elicit some type of trigger from you. But what I'm getting from collective is you're no longer triggered in the way they would want to get from you. They can't receive that type of trigger from you anymore. It's not happening. Um, yeah, this is what they feel blocked from. The Two of Cups, the connection. This person may love you, or may realize now they love you, but they didn't give you that love in the past. So they scratching their head trying to figure out, like, well, what is it going to take? The problem is they want to know what it's going to take. That doesn't mean that they have to do the work. You know, sometimes people, their mind goes to, how do I get around this? How do I skate past this? How do I avoid my karma? How do I? It ain't about putting in that work. It ain't. This person is like, scam likely. They're gonna look for like energetic ways to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? This person does not want to deal with more karma. Again, they also don't want to be vulnerable with you because it hurt too much. This person is trying to avoid the pain that they deserve for the way that they treated you. Not because you're out for any vendetta. That's not what I'm getting. But what I get is that you rejecting them because of how they treated you. You no longer accepting the way they treated you, not staying on that shelf, holding your place, or welcoming them back because without any effort, means that they cannot just talk their way back into your life the way they would like to, where they could just repeat. Somebody who you could run into them, right? And they will talk to you like regular and assume y'all good now because we talked in regular. Like you caught up. How's your mama? How's your daddy? How's your sister, cousin, friends? Oh, you know all of the things that y'all could talk about because you know each other. You've experienced each other. That's what they would want to do, and hope that you forget the last infraction or the multiple infractions that they did. And y'all could just be right back the way you was. This person doesn't want to do the work. Okay. They don't want to pick up the key. They don't want to be consistent. They don't want to change. Spirit, please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. I gotta keep saying it. A lot of tarot readers get their work stolen from certain on certain channels. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, like, share, and subscribe to Clarity Empress, and I'm gonna have to remember to say that often for the sake of, if they use my recording, they're gonna have to do a lot of editing. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more, Spirit. Hmm. Well, these cards stick because they're getting old. and the edges are starting to furrow, but your person is still stubborn. You oh, so this is the high priestess. And this is the challenge and the lesson. Because remember I said this person is smart, very cunning, would want to talk their way into your life. Listen, the biggest challenge is that they know you are intuitive and that you see right through them. That's a heavy burden for them because this person is used to lying. Okay, they're a cheater. They are a 304. But with an intuitive person who has self worth, you can't just do that with them. They will always see right through you. And when you become an intuitive person that stands on your business, that bullshit they come to you with ain't gonna fly. You're not going to be easily swayed. You're not going to sit there and go, oh, so you that was your excuse, that's your alibi, you da 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 da, and believe them. No, you're gonna be like, nah, 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 nah. You're gonna be the math ain't mathing. Because what did Whitney Houston say? If you went out with your boys and it was 6 of y'all, but it's only 2 on this receipt, that means the rest of y'all was really cheap. Isn't that what she said? Right? Something like that. I don't pretend to know everybody's lyrics, y'all. That's why I always say in my videos when I have downloaded a song or whatever they said. You get what I'm saying? But the point is the math ain't gonna be mathing. And you got to stand on 10 with whomever this is. And with the high priestess here in the challenging lesson, clarifying the ten of wands, that's the burden. They can't lie to you. They can't lie to you. They want to lie. They want you, you know what I'm saying? But you see right through them. And that's always been the issue. And I think that when you learn the lesson to trust your gut and your intuition, and that you realize it never failed you, is not lying to you. When you actually listen to you, you can cut out so much bullshit. It's amazing. You'll be alone, but you won't be lonely. Versus the way they are lonely around other people because they wearing a mask. Totally different situation. You'll be alone and enjoy your peace because you don't have nobody in your face lying to you, trying to play with you, trying to be a 3 or 4 in your face. Because we feel the energy and see the games. Absolutely. With use discernment and discretion combined with discipline. Absolutely. That's when the math start mathing. Yes. And that those lessons about your life that you've learned along the way help you trust your intuition more, help you develop your self-worth. We got to go through challenges and lessons. We are going to be abused by some people, taken advantage by some. We are going to do it. It's part of our path. It's part of our journey. So we are validating ourselves, not having other people do it for us. When you've been through something, you can recognize patterns. You can recognize synchronicities. You can recognize the energy signals that resonate from somebody that's similar to somebody you experienced in the past when you start to heal. Let's clarify this tower spirit. Tell me more. Yeah, temperance in reverse. This person, they are spirit said they're self-indulgent, but they're also overindulging, self-indulging and overindulging. This person is very much in their pride and ego, very, very self-absorbed. The type of person that has addictions, um, vices. You know what I'm saying? Things that soothe them when they don't want to deal with reality. This person does not heal properly. They're not taking the right steps to do the healing that they require for themselves. And the awareness of that has been an epiphany for them that they are spiraling in some way. So this person is not getting um Spirit said they're not getting it. They're more aware than they were, but they don't get it. Because this person would still want to, like I said, scam likely. They want to skirt responsibility. They don't want to be held accountable. That is the biggest problem right now. Spirit said that's it. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want you upset with them. They don't want them. They don't want to have to ask for an apology. I mean, not ask for apology. Give an apology. Mm-mm. They don't want to seek you out. They don't want to put in effort. They don't want to be held accountable because they feel like if they do that, right, and they come to you, and if they've done too much, you're going to tell them off. 9 times out of 10, though, what I'm getting from the cards and the energy that I'm pulling right now is that y'all, like, scenario, they come, they get the heart up to come to you and say, you know what, beloveds, that's what I call you, my collective. Beloved, I am so sorry for the way I treated you. I know what I did wrong. I did all these things wrong to you. They're not going to specify one because they don't want to be accountable. But even in the fact that they do, like I said, not 100%, but a lot of y'all are standing on 10 that there is no Spirit said there's no back feast, there's no take back, there's no do it again. And if that's the case, this is what they terrified about the most. They do not want your rejection. So they won't come forward with the terrifying no mindset of this person is going to not take me back. Because a lot of y'all are not going to do it. Okay. One, they ain't made no effort. Spirit said so much time went by. He already said a whole year, all the seasons, and you're not going to be willing to go for it. They don't want to hear those words. The thing is, though, Spirit says beloveds are going to be unbothered. You might say, "Oh, yeah, I appreciate that apology. Thank you so much." And you know what? Have a good day. And that's the part they don't want to hear. You coming looking for your sister? She downstairs. You want to go? In the bottom of the deck. Let me see. Yeah. So the reason why is because one of them 304s they with is a Queen of Cups. So they got a raggedy bitch energy. That's their karmic. That kept them brainwashed, feeling like they couldn't, you know what I'm saying, be with you for whatever reason. Oh, he left. So you know what I'm saying. This person is got somebody that's emotionally manipulative in their energy. Mm. Oh boy. Who Deanna? What Deanna done lost her damn mind, huh? I don't listen to you. Bitch, get out of here. But why is my thing not working? Oh. So this person ultimately has a raggedy bitch energy. And that's where y'all the non-negotiables are. Let me tell you something. A Queen of Cups energy could be a baby mama, could be their mama, could be an interfering sister. Is somebody that um knows how to trigger your person, knows how to get underneath their skin, know how to be codependent, and that means they interfere. It could be their, if it's a man, it could be a female best friend. You know what I'm saying? Or a masculine, a male who is in a female type energy, right? Very needy, um, not in a action oriented type way, like the friend that never have a job, that always needs his friend for this and rides and money and food and whatever. It's like all his needs he go to his bestie for, that type shit. They could have that kind of energy going in their life, right? And with that being said, that would cause a rift and a divide in a relationship that they now realize that they wanted. But that is also them people pleasing with other people so that they don't sever ties with people that they need to break off. So this person definitely got jellyback energy because they're unwilling to stand up to those that interfere in what they want or what they should have in their life. These people know how to mentally redirect this person to do something else, not be with them. I also told y'all before, and I don't know the child's name, but there's a football player whose mom is like, he's 25, but she ain't no woman getting next to my son, because she wanna scare all those potential gold diggers away in her mind, right? Or in her words, so to speak. But yet she's actually blocking him from choosing what he wants. Now, mind you, he may choose his mama every time, right? That's going to keep him from true love. And the only woman that's going to tolerate that is a pick me who feels that this is her ticket. Okay, so she probably gonna be very much like the mama, but on some incognito type shit. And that's the only one he might, because long as she do what the mama want her to do, is the only way she gonna have entry into the relationship. Therefore, he's not really choosing the woman he wants. He's choosing his mother. Take that how it resonates. But there's a lot of that type of stuff going on. And best friends could be influences quite like a mother figure, a Queen of Cups in reverse, because they use emotional manipulation to keep a person stuck. You know, those friends that are crabs in a barrel and don't want you to have more than what they got going on. That kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Right. Now, right. Oh, I'm looking back at what you said. They know we're full of love and forgiveness and loyalty, and they exploit it. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of unhealthy mothers that will drain the F out of their son, make them pseudo husbands, right? Instead of allowing the man to stand on his own and respect him as a man and encourage him to be a man. And then there's mothers that love and nurture on their child, their son, and um encourage them to have healthy connections. There are a lot of weird stuff going on. So there's good stuff and there's weird stuff going on. I'm, as an adult being a parent, I'm now more aware of it as a parent myself. Okay. Not something that I grew up understanding. I didn't. Now as an adult and watching children be reared different ways and thinking about somebody crusty dusty coming up to one and approaching one of my daughters. Whew. I never knew until I know now what the word F boy really meant. Okay. I get it now. And I am not. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. So I have conversations with my daughters, and we talk about emotional intelligence. We talk about the way the family and the foundation of a family of a person is set up as an indication of could they be in a healthy relationship or not. If they don't know how to stand 10 toes down with their family, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be able to stand 10 toes down for you against their family if there's any influence or disrespect that comes to you. That kind of person is a jellyback, and you cannot trust them because they will want to keep you around in the family too, no matter how toxic the family is. That's completely unhealthy. So you got to know what you're dealing with, right? When it comes to people, you got to know that this person was going to support you so you can support them and it's mutual. But when they choose Queen of Cups and reverse energy over you, there's irreconcilable differences because after a while you realize you the outcast. You the outcast, and they're going to choose them people every time. He probably do take that route, Brown Beauty. He probably do. But that's as close as he gonna get. Is in proximity to you, and God forbid you move. brown beauty. God forbid you leave the town, leave that section, or just move. Oh boy, when they find out, they gonna lose their mind, and all of a sudden that's gonna be the route to work too. I'm just saying, they will put themselves where you are with the hopes that it's gonna stir your emotions enough to come toward them. Like I said, and I gotta say this more because when your self worth is intact, um, and you do come in contact with this person, it will not necessarily be the way they want it to see that want to see it go down. It's not going to get them the same results. Okay, then no, it's not going. And if anything, 9 times out of 10, spirit will move them out your way, so you don't have to deal with them. Because they ain't always meant to be dealing with nobody that's low vibrational and worried about material wealth only and not about the heart space. So you know what I'm saying? Anywho, that's y'all reading. I just feel like I'm gonna pull some oracle real quick and then we done. Cause I already see what time it is. Where are we? I got a bunch of oracles. Okay. I know. I'm gonna pull out my pretty cards. Mm-mm. It's amazing how many F boys there are out there. F boys and F girls. I feel like, gender, it don't discriminate. People are people. All right, Spirit, give me a message. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Ring the bell. The Clarityempress Collective. Welcome. Tell me more, Spirit. And it give me three. We're going to go three one at a time and the bottom of the deck. What is the advice for the collective, Spirit? If there's any needed, what is the advice? One at a time. Call on the muse. Shit. Focus on your gifts and your talents and what creative pursuits you have. Focus on that which makes you, Spirit said, your heart sing, what you can be passionate about. Focus on those things. Focus on your talents. Tell me more, Spirit. Beyond the ordinary. This is the self-worth. You see this person hugging themselves? And it says you need a big fucking hug, squeeze. I said earlier, it's time to hug yourself. It's time to give yourself love. And then the 45, the 4 and 5 equal 9, right? So that's self-love. There's endings here for new beginnings for yourself, right? And it says beyond the ordinary. Now, you know what? I'm gonna read that card because I don't think I've ever gotten that card in this deck ever. Um, I don't even remember that card, to be honest with you. So let's see. Tell me more, Spirit. Into me I see. Spirit said, focus on you. Into me I see. Find your self-worth, nurture, and love on yourself. That is the advice. Not to be worried about this person, not to feed into their shame, guilt, regret, not to worry about them trying to trigger you. Feeling the world. This is heavy for that person. The heaviness of the world is on them. Why? Because they feel lonely and incomplete and they don't have you. And that's death energy because the card is a 13. Let me show you again. A 13. Yes, it does. This person has to do it. But you need to do it too. Shadow work is an ongoing process that really does not end. And we always can find deep inside us, things that we need to heal or incorporate. You know what I'm saying? The healing is the incorporation, so to speak. So shadow work is not the ugly work of your psyche, but it feels ugly because you gotta watch it, learn it, dig deep, and then integrate. Excuse me, integrate. You know, shadow work is not about changing you into a whole nother person. It is about putting all the pieces together, those torn up parts. So this is beyond the ordinary. Let me see what this means according to the Colette Baron Reed. I like her as a deck maker. It says the key concepts, the mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding it. That is that high priestess energy. It says recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. The awareness is that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. So, a lot of times when we're in connection with people and we want to know, we do rely on our intuition, we do rely on spiritual guidance, but we also have a deep knowing, right? And a lot of us want to ask, well, why is it this way? Why is it that way? Why is it that way? But what we need to do is surrender to the fact that this is what it is, right? Why are they giving their ass to kiss? Giving us their ass to kiss because they're being an asshole. We have to accept that. We do. They're showing us who they are. How they're showing up in the world is who they are. If they want to show us something different, they have to be different. They can't say it, can't talk about it. They gotta be different. So we gotta accept things as safe as face value and not try to over explain it, not try to ruminate it and make it something it's not. It is what it is. We gotta accept that. What it is what we see. It says beyond our ordinary world defined by our memory, our intellect, and our five senses is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is the spiritual realm, the quantum reality, called by some the great mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws as we're used to, but rather it has its own way of working that is perfect. Though though hard to though hard for us to understand. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle and expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things are, might be, or should be. Sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or not yet in place. Things may be still in flux, so you cannot know and may never be meant to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. That's what I just said. Surrender, right? The mystery is a mystery because it is a precedent unknowable. I'm sorry, it is at present unknowable and yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary because it has not been yet chosen its shape, its path, the manner in which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever to come to be exactly what it will, without trying to ascertain anything in advance. And now, here's what I believe too. Um, what I also feel is that whatever we believe, that's what it will be, right? So if you believe you can't do something, it won't happen, it won't. If you believe that you can and you can manifest whatever it is, you can. You get what I'm saying? It will matter whatever you believe and perceive. So you don't have to sit in the, I wonder how it's going to go down. It's going to go down the way you want it to go down. Now, I'm not talking about with another person. I'm talking about within your spirit, what you choose to do. So if you choose in your mind, I want to be successful at this particular thing, and then you work toward that success of that particular thing, 9 times out of 10, if not 100%, the chosen focus, you will manifest what it is you desire. If you say, I want to be successful at this thing, but I won't be successful unless this happens or unless that happens. I just won't be successful. It just won't be successful because of this and that, that. You got all the excuses, all the reasons. Guess what? You done told the universe you don't really want to be successful. So you won't be successful. Mind what you say, because it does hold weight in the spiritual world. It's things are still like they said, taking shape. To the universe is formulating your order based on the way you ordered it. You can order and cancel it in all the same sentence. I want a man that's going to love me, but I'm not ready because I ain't do the work on myself yet. Okay, well then you're not ready. You don't want the order. That's like, oh yes, they get ready to start the process building the person that you need, and then, well, snatch it back. She ain't ready. Man or woman, take out our residue. We do this to ourselves all the time. We're not, but yet, and not unless into this perfect situation. So, oh, Pentex and Folia? Oh, that's awesome. Mm. Yes, goddess retrieval. So, that's the message. I mean, listen, take it how it resonate. And you know how I always tell you, if it don't resonate, don't take it. But, we got to get out of our head and into the present energy. We got to be careful what we speak over ourselves and our situations. Regardless of the person, let them control them. I try not to speak over the person, although I do see the reality of certain situations. So realistically, I have to believe what in the present day, this is what they're showing me, then that's what it is. Male or female, don't matter. I gotta believe you. I gotta take you at the face value. I gotta take you at your actions, not your words, at your actions. That tells me everything I need to know. All right, so thank you for coming again, y'all. Check me out tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. I typically on, as promised, on Sundays and Thursdays, but I do come on the rest of the week around the same time, 9:30. Saturdays though, and Fridays tend to be a late night for me if I'm on, because I know that if y'all ain't got nothing to do, you gonna come if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that took time to like, share, subscribe, and connect with me in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I hope that you are healing, that the reading was helpful to you, and I bid you adieu and I hope you have a good night and the rest of your weekend. All right. In the meantime, peace. Oh,